Okay.
Okay.
Okay, time check. It's now a quarter past 8 from your dialing station, OGBC 90.5 FM. Welcome to the discussion segment of the morning flight. And this lovely morning, we are going into the education sector in terms of ethics and conduct within the learning environment. And that is what we're bringing to the front line this lovely morning.
Banning of cell phones, that is mobile phone in public schools among the students, is it a welcome development? That is what we're going to be looking at this Tuesday morning.
So there is no doubt that we all know that technology is essential in our lives and in our daily routine, which is not limited to day-to-day activities of the younger generations. But as good and dangerous the constant use of cell phones should is, should it be banned in our schools? Research showed that cell phones serve as a significant distraction. Notifications, social media, and texting can divert students' attention away from lessons and studies, and it has showed that students will tend to perform worse academically due to divided attention.
And the prevalence of cell phone users believed can hinder face to face interactions. Students may find it challenging to communicate effectively in person. It was also argued that over reliance on digital communication can diminish the social skills, personal and professional relationship, and can easily facilitate cyberbullying, making it easier for students to engage in harmful behaviors without immediate consequences.
On the other hand, another school of thought believes that allowing students to make use of the cell phone in school upholds academic integrity and can enhance learning through educational apps and online resources. It is also going to be helping in integrating technology into lessons, preparing guardians, especially during emergencies. It is also necessary for students to have access to cell phones so as to be able to get help or alert family members when needed. Now that this has generated issues even among scholars, can we, the stakeholders, talk about it and let us provide possible solutions if at all it is necessary? You can feel free to call the phone lines 003 437 9453.
Temitope, let's narrow line this discussion this morning. If you go out, especially when students just close from school, let's say
Sure.
like from 2 p.m. or around 3:30, when you see students, let's take for instance in Abeokuta now, go to places like Iyano Mortuary, Under Bridge,
Yeah,
where you see like three schools,
come together.
three major schools around the area coming
Yeah.
together around along the Mortuary.
Mortuary.
Virtually all the students you will see have mobile phones in their hand, especially those in the senior secondary school.
Exactly.
We have a thought for this morning.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning, ma.
I'm saying hello to two gentlemen inside our
Thank you
city.
sincerely for
Joining
joining
us this
us.
morning.
Oluwato Jelade is my name from Okiata.
Nice to have you.
This time, the governor of New Jersey in US banned phones from all secondary school. In fact, we can get phone for our children, but only that the what they call touchlight.
Mm.
Popularly called small phones.
Talking about Android phone, our children learn bad things instead of the good things there. Because I was at the end of the year graduation party valedictory service, and the secretary to the board told them that on the phone there's so many online courses that somebody can apply, study and get certificates. But instead of that, our children are going to wrong side from secondary school. Though one charging point at
Staff quarters.
But two boy that boy at phone, it will be under my supervision, and I will leave my phone, but I will be there because me I snitch on my nephew during this COVID. There's this GD class then.
Yes.
Assignment was being sent to parents' phones so that they can do their schoolwork, all those stuff.
Yeah.
This boy will finish his assignment, his schoolwork, and go to another place, game, other thing. Me, I always snitch him because COVID caught me in Adebanjo. to children, not Android phone. Because it do
0803 and 0815 Banning of cell phones in public schools and even in private schools as well among students. Is it a welcome development? 0803 Now, Emmanuel, the last call I was talking about
Subscribing
using
to touchlight
touchlight
phones, what the
phones.
small phones.
Well, on the other hand, a lot of people will say that maybe touchlight is for just communications, but in terms of assignment, when they're given assignments and all sorts, can they do any assignment on a touchlight phone? Hello, good morning.
hello, good morning.
Good morning,
Thank you
sir.
for joining us.
Okay, I like to meet up nice.
Thank you for joining us, sir.
I'm calling for you. We need regulation on that issue. That is because from what primary, from the secondary school, even when they are in what's so called the SS1, I believe they need one. That small one too should be off. The small one too, I don't need the need to know it from that the secondary school to the SS3, SS2. They don't need it. They don't need it because they used to divert attention. You know the population of the people in the school now, in the classroom now. It's not easy for the teachers to check them. Majority of them will continue playing on it. That's why I said it's a regulation. The type, even the SS1 that the SS2 that I'm talking, must be have the type of that they are going to use just to train them. Must be have the type, not all that Android something. Not Android, not all. Android something. You must be added them. That's what I say. You need regulation to do it. So that is it. That is my own submission.
But I'll like you before I let you go, sir. In terms of maybe take-home assignments for the students, you know that some are being done on the application and some even on the internet. How would you?
At what level? That's what I'm saying.
Some from different classes. From different classes.
It is not in the one way. So-called GSS1 to 3 or GSS1 to SS2. It's not there. They don't give them anything of sort on that. No. So
That's your opinion.
Yeah, that's my opinion.
Thank you very much.
From SS2 down, they will go down there. So, and then it must be at the time. We can take tablet one that we open, and we see that we know the writing, okay, go and we see it, and then not all these big phones they are using, and comprise all this social means something. It's not good. That's the attention. That's my point. People at home too. At home too. The parents need at home too to monitor them. But because most of these children they don't sleep home. Even those ones that in higher institution they are coming home. They don't sleep at the correct time. They don't sleep. You also messing something on me. They don't sleep. They don't have enough sleep. You don't watch them very well. Thank you.
Thank you
Thanks
so
for your
much.
submission. I like your method. Now, Temitope, let's look at it. Some parents would actually allow their children their phones when they return home, while some parents will get the mobile phones for their children, but they would not allow them to take these mobile phones to school. They can actually allow them to use these mobile phones at home. But what about the students that actually sneak in these phones
into their bags
and take it to
and
school?
go to school? You see them putting on Bluetooth, even what coming from school.
Hello, good morning.
Hello.
I called back. Auntie is the one. You know, when I talked about assignments,
yes,
their friends must have had Android phone. So under the supervision of their parents, they can do any assignment given them from school. That's what I meant. They need to have Android phone because those children goes to wrong site, except parents can regulate the sites they watch on that phone. But I doubt if most parents knows about this in this country. What Babalola said is true.
It's very correct.
I collected my some phone one day and I told the friend, go and sleep, and I see that phone. But you know, they will get to one certain age that you can't be able to, they will rebel whatever I want to tell them. And you have to leave them alone. So
especially when those
do assignments on their parents' phone under their supervision. That's what I meant.
Especially when those kids are now taller than you. So especially when you keep looking at them.
Yes, now when they get to 25, you know that kind of thing now.
and advise them.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. We appreciate it. 0803-437-9453 and 0815-032-0226. Funny enough, Emmanuel, you know, we have this set of kids that even at 15, 17, they are much more
taller than the parents,
they are the parents,
or even their teachers.
they are the teachers.
Taller in height.
Some, they are even spacious than their mothers, especially some ladies as well. Now you see a particular lady and you think that she's just like a kid sister, not knowing that she's the first daughter of that particular woman. So you can imagine, but notwithstanding, regardless of the stature, in terms of instilling discipline into these children
Moral.
and ensuring that they do the normal thing, especially not that you deny them access to the internet, but restrictions, especially with what you just said. Some will just sneak it into their
Sneak in
bags.
their bags, and the ways that they actually sneaking the phones into the school. Even should we say that some school teachers or from the school security even have all the students where they will have to drop the phones with some of the security men at the gate or security at the gate. Then they'll have their time to go and pick it up from them. Though these are other ways that parents would want to communicate with their children in school. We are not disputing that actually, but the menace these acts actually bring into our society. I was making an example of seeing students around some places in Abeokuta, and you see some of the students pressing their phones while going home
on the road,
not even taking cognizance that they're actually on the road. They'll be pressing their phones, even they'll be taking pictures, causing all sorts of social vices on the road.
Yes, different manners on the roads.
And you begin to imagine, are these actually students? And you see the kind of phones they hold in their hands, even the kind of phones that even some of the teachers could not afford to use. Not that they can't afford, but placing priorities, a scale of preference. How will I go for this kind of phone when I have other things to go after? But you see the students, even some of them wouldn't have textbooks, basic textbooks.
Yes.
But they'll have these mobile phones,
sophisticated
phones in their hands. And you begin to imagine that what has the education turned into? And they are not making the positive use of these mobile phones, probably for research, probably to do their assignments. But you see them turning, they're almost on all the social media. Almost on all the social media. They have accounts everywhere. And you need to imagine that, these are actually students.
Okay, let's open the phone lines once again, 003-437-9453 and 0815-030-0226. Banning of cell phones in public schools and among students. Is it a welcome development? Well, let us not forget that we are still talking about the students. We are still referring to the students. What about the boarding house students as well? The access to phones. But what is most important, be it day or boarding house student, is intention. Why?
Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Yes, sir.
90.5 FM. OGBC 90.5 FM.
Okay, I want to contribute to the program.
Please go ahead.
Yeah, I want to say that we should ban this thing completely. It should be banned completely. Those children, even if it's not like they won't concentrate on their education. See, even covenant universities, go and check. They don't allow any of their friends to have fun. If they want to speak to their parents or their parents want to central line in the school and they call the students they want to come and speak to their parents. We are supporting these children and allowing them to have fun at the stage of their life. They don't train on their education. There is no guide, there is nothing to argue in favor of it. It should be completely banned so that they can concentrate. Who teachers who give them assignments on phone? Why do they give them assignments on phone? Let them crack their brains to do their assignment, not on phone. Instead of today, they can't go to 3 times 3 up here. They have to be looking at the
calculator.
Yes. So it's not a good thing to allow them to use the phone.
And we have brilliant minds back then.
So we should ban it completely.
Thank you so much.
Thank you very much for your contribution, sir.
Which is department warmly welcomes all members to the 80th General Assembly of the Broadcasting Organizations of Nigeria. There are some parents that they will even give the phone to their children. How you mean they love them.
We're still talking about the ban on the usage of phones in public schools among students. Is it a welcome development? 080343.
Good morning.
Good morning. Thank you for joining us.
Yeah, this is President American Functional.
Thank you.
Thank you for joining us, sir.
So we have an activity and disadvantage. But disadvantages are more than the advantages because of the impact manner our children are disadvantages is the things that people are doing. Parents who help. When the student is not going to school, not supporting parents help and take for him. But even if children not here. You know, when I was in school as a principal, you know children taking permission from the teacher that I want to go and take my client.
Mhm.
That is not academic. I will not have to try to say that I have an European client who wants to be friends with me online. another situation. I say, inspect us my school, not inspect us. And we don't see a student coming and the two content. So that's another thing according now. SS1, and they are having the name of the house in their compound. And the woman said to now as the newspaper. That is not my parents, my own. One day, spending the second, that they are doing thinking of the house.
Okay.
And they continue further.
Mm. Thank you so much. We appreciate you. 08034379453 and 0815 according to what is on ground now, some school of thoughts, like we said the other time, students to make use of cell phones in schools, uphold academic integrity, and can enhance learning through educational apps and online resources. Sometimes they say that it also gives them the ample opportunity to make researches, check what is actually the latest, and sometimes when you want to like press your points or you are in a debate, you just go to the net, get some points and some facts.
Like they will say, everything you need is on Google.
Is on Google.
It's on social media.
Is on the social media. So, in the process of having access to their phones, that was why I was saying it the other time that it depends on your intention. Some people's intention is go to the internet, get their researches done, on the phone to your parents. While some people have actually been given these phones, you understand that it is theirs. You see some parents that even if there is no light in your area and the child, the particular kid, does not have opportunity to take that phone to school, some parents will even take that phone to their offices and go and charge. That was when they will say, "This is my son's phone."
Yes,
So you can
imagine
imagine
bigger than the
bigger
parents'
than
phone.
just imagine. And then about this one that we're talking about reminds me of a particular neighbor of mine who said she had to sit her children down because the children, they are about 14. One is 14 and one was 16. Before, at the age of 7, 8, 9, thereabouts, they used to go for this long vacation visits, family, friends, and all sorts. So by the time this particular lady was given the opportunity, because the boy of 16 years was fortunate to get an admission into the university, so the one of 14 said had the opportunity of visiting people during the long holidays. So the lady went on this holiday, and when she came back, the pressure was on the parents. She was mounting on her parents that, please get me, I need this phone. Fine. When she was trying to say that assignments and all sorts, the parents had to give her a phone. They provided the phone for her, not knowing what she does with the phone. Father to repair. So the father took the phone to the repairer. So after it as the screen has been fixed, she returned the phone engineer to the father. So the father was like, okay, during my leisure, let me just check what is actually
mobile phone.
what the father saw on the girl's phone was gory. And eventually, when she was sat down, that what informed all those videos and these conversations I'm seeing on your phone, she now said it was when she was a particular family friend for
During the
long vacation. And then the good thing is, in some houses, ladies stay in the girls' room, boys in the boys' room as well. So in the ladies' room where she was staying, the particular lady that the daughter of the person hosting them, understand? That one had access to phone. She was able to do video calls and all sorts. And that particular lady
learn all of these habits.
And she was even engaging in some, that lady said she has boyfriend, a particular student of maybe 15 years in secondary school. So they do the video calls and all sorts being recorded, forwarding to that particular person, having a video conversation with that person. So I think the lady eventually got interested in what she does. And when the particular lady was trying to tell the lady having that phone that don't do this. She was like, ah, you're still a baby. That you are still a girl. You're still a baby. You understand?
There's a name they call them. Say you are a get inside girl.
You are a get inside girl. So in order to prove that you are not a get inside girl, she came back to the parents and eventually forced them to buy an Android phone, not knowing the intention. So that was why I was saying it the other time that intention matters. But is it to the right side or to the left side? Is it for the positive intention or the negative aspect of it? Let us still talk about it on 08034379453 and 0815
You can equally drop your comment on our social media handle. We are on radio. Abeokuta, drop in your comments. The ban of mobile phones among public school students, is it a welcome development? We want to hear from you this morning. Also, you can put a call through to us on 0803 437 9453 or 0815 032
0226. And let's not forget that parents that have been accused by the school authority that they still smuggle phones into their kids' bag because eventually when they're caught with this phone, the particular student will say it was my daddy that said I should keep it in my bag, or my mommy said I should keep it in my bag so that she can tell me where the key is kept when she's done in school.
Or in some cases, we would not tolerate such act. But when a student is now caught, the students will now say, my parents got them
Did
for
this.
me, and my same parent asked me to bring it and keep it in my bag. Then there is no way a student will have such in the bag. I will not bring it out in school.
Another
And you
thing,
begin to imagine.
so you can imagine during what they do during the break. You understand? There was a time in a particular state that the government of that state in Southwest Air gave some students laptop. This mini laptop they gave them.
Yes,
So
educational
educational laptop.
purpose.
Do you know that when these students go to school, they come with another intention? They come with flash drives, so they send movies from one another. You understand? So it got to a point that you using this particular system, this laptop, to solve
To
the internet
enhance the education.
education. It
Yeah.
was for another thing. 08034379453 and 025 0320226. edition this morning. This one is coming from Adiola. Good morning. Equally are to blame as regards the situation on ground. They indulge these students and also register them in private centers to pass their exams. Okay, maybe the person is actually taking it beyond even the telephone area now to
going
our
beyond
parents in
academics, parents indulging their children
yes.
going to what is a special center?
Yeah, special centers.
What's a special? How would you describe a special center? You know, some people are listening now and they'll be like, "What is special center? What's special about the center?"
What is special? You know, where they will be given preferential treatment. So that is why sometimes they call it special centers, and they know that at least when they pay a huge amount of money, there's something that will come out of it. But let's not deceive ourselves.
Like a VIP center.
Yeah, the VIP centers. That
And
is
such students will have distinctions in all the subjects. And
not always guaranteed.
And the same parents might even encourage such pupil or such child to read probably medicine.
Yes,
pharmacy. Because of the good results.
Law, accounting, and all sorts.
Okay. And also a text message from here. Funke from Obantoko. Now, she said, I was surprised when my 9-year-old son was able to open up my mobile phone and was showing me even things that I myself never had an idea of. Can you imagine? Now, I guess what she's trying to say is that probably places that she had never even been on the phone. Now the son now 9-year-old son now opening up the phone, showing her a whole lot of things that even she herself never imagined existed on the phone. Now the question is, how does the child know about all of this in the first place?
Good morning, presenters. Education is the best legacy parent can bequeath to the children. Let us get it right. Okay, that is the submission of Mr. Ralph this morning. Let us get it right. And that is how we call it of the situation on ground, being exposed, even if at all there are some assignments.
And we also want to say a very big thank you to the production crew, the news editors this morning, Elizabeth Kuforiji and BC Musa. They are live on our YouTube. We're wishing you a pleasant Tuesday.
Let us not forget that education remains the best legacy parents can bequeath to the children. So let's bequeath a worthy legacy to these children. My name is Temitope Babalola. Let's enjoy the rest of your Tuesday. We love and